Have you had dreams guide your path? In this podcast, I share my story how I followed a dream that led me to Hawaii to write my first book. These are excerpts from my second memoir, Trial by Fire, Chapter 23, The Aloha Connection 2. Listen now. My things finally came out of the x-ray and down to my end of the table. I quickly put myself together, grabbed my stuff, and ran down the aisle to my gate. When I got there, there was nobody there except for the Aloha airline employee. "Oh my God, did I miss the flight?" I yelled, running to her and out of breath. "Are you Victoria?" she asked. "Yes. How do you know my name?" "You're the last passenger. We've been waiting for you. Hurry. They're ready to leave and you're holding up the flight," she said, taking my boarding pass. I walked out the door leading to the tarmac, then came back in. "This can't be my flight. This plane is too small. Hurry, get on board. You're holding up the flight. Are you sure this small plane will make it over the Pacific for such a long flight?" "Get on the plane," the woman ordered. The pilot shook my hand and the flight attendant directed me to my seat. It was 2 rows behind the small first-class section. When I got to my seat, I almost fainted when I saw who was sitting in my row. It was the tall, long-faced guy in the blue pinstripe shirt from one of my dreams. "You must be Victoria. We've been waiting for you," he said, uttering the same words he said in my dream. I was stunned as this deja vu moment played out. I couldn't even respond. I stood there with my mouth hanging open, staring at him, with my carry-on halfway to the overhead bin, halted in midair. The man unbuckled his seatbelt and stood up. He took my bag, placed it in the compartment for me. Even then, I still couldn't get myself to move. Back in my seat, I let my thoughts wander, hoping to figure out about this book thing, when there was an announcement by the pilot. "We'll be landing in Honolulu shortly, folks." After we landed, the guy from my dream took down my carry-on bag. Both he and his wife hugged me goodbye. "Good luck with your book," he said. "I'm sure it'll be a success." I sat semi-curled up on the lounge chair near the sliding glass door and gazed at the twinkling lights of nighttime Honolulu. I removed my spiral notebook from my carry-on bag and put my pencil to it. It wasn't long before I had a complete chapter outline of a book. I could barely keep up with my thoughts as I struggled to write everything down. I began to fill my life story in each of the chapters, some of which I had kept in daily journals but never thought about writing a book until now. The information kept coming. I couldn't stop. It was nearly 2 hours before my Maui onion soup came, and I finally stopped writing. I want to thank you for tuning into this podcast episode. And if you like to listen to more of my podcast, you can go to leapintoyourstory.com. And if you like to read and purchase my books, you can find them at amazon.com under V.P. Andersen and Victoria Andersen. Thank you for tuning into the Leap Into Your Story podcast, where you discover your inner story, break down the process, and meet others who've done it so you can leap into your own story. Remember to visit our website at leapintoyourstory.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're there, subscribe and like to us via your favorite social media network. We're looking forward to seeing you next time on the Leap Into Your Story podcast.